We're getting a GTA 6 delay before getting GTA 6. Go figure. Plus, there's even more news from the Take-Two Interactive Earning Call that we must discuss. We're excited for the Pokémon ZA DLC, and the podcast game this week is Name That NPC. It's time for another GoGCast, so let's get this shindig started.
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I'm the host of the show. This is episode number 516. And joining me around this digital table includes Catherine. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks. Joelle, what's up?
Hello. It is officially hibernating season, apparently, because the sun sets at 5 o'clock, and so that's my bedtime now.
Did it snow for you? Because we got snow.
We
It's
did.
Still
We
snowing
woke up.
for me.
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we woke up on Saturday, and there was snow on the ground.
I'm not going to lie, though. As soon as I looked outside and saw how gross it was yesterday, being Sunday, and then I turned to Mike and I was like, we're ordering Instacart, staying in our pajamas, and playing video games all day. And he was perfectly okay with that.
That sounds great.
All right, let's get through some housekeeping before we get into the crew check-in. If you enjoy this show, you can subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. If you'd like to wait, I don't read that part anymore. We don't have any merch. Hey, guys, sometimes I am Ron Burgundy. I've been doing this too long. All right, if you want to support us, though, you can do that by giving us a tip, maybe buying us a coffee. You can do that by going to our Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/girlsongames. I need to just delete it from the doc and not exit out.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I'm going to need like my Christmas vacation to have time to actually sit down and do this shit. So
yeah, all right. So I do think over Christmas vacation too, I might update this document because there's a lot of legacy stuff in here that we don't really use anymore.
Yeah, a little New Year reset would be nice for the Girls on Games.
Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Catherine, what have you been up to this week?
Well, work's been pretty busy and it's going to be pretty busy for the next month. So my weekends have consisted of face planting, mostly. I'll be honest. But this week, actually my brother texted me being like, hi, babysitter canceled. We have dinner reservation for sister-in-law birthday on Friday night. And I was like, ugh, fine. But it's not like, ugh, I don't want to do it or I don't want to help you. It's just like, I am completely destroyed for my week and you want me to spend 3 hours with your 4 kids and somehow not face plant. So yeah, night ended. I was asleep next to the baby, to be honest. Because they went out, like their dinner reservation was at 8. So, you know, they went to get the kids and everything and they got dinner ready and, you know, I just had to log off of work and go downstairs. And Pascal came with me and, you know, we ate with the kids and blah, blah, blah. So that we could have like a transition period with 1.5 years old that might notice the parents leave and not like it. So then they kind of like left at around 7. Also there's a transit strike. So they had to drive or either taxi. So they had to account for all the traffic. So they kind of snuck out. We had a good time. We kind of just vegged on the couch, watching shows and whatnot. The oldest one has her phone and was just texting and chatting with her friends. The second oldest was watching Minecraft videos on the iPad. And,
hey, sounds like something I do.
Exactly.
Actually, I did do that this week. More on that in a bit.
And he also plays like 7 Wonders and chess, and you know he has these kinds of games on the iPad. All while the second youngest was like just watching shit on Prime. We watched Boss Baby for the first time, and I gotta say, like, it wasn't bad. And the animation was like really good. Like I was looking at it, I was like, this baby is like really emotive. Like I'm enjoying this. But then they watched, after the movie, they watched like one of those spin-off things, like, you know, like Boss Baby Ruins Christmas or something. And A, it's not Alec Baldwin anymore. And B,
obviously,
it was the asset reuse, but also like the quality in the animation really dropped down. Like you could tell it was just like shovelware. Like get it, just make money with it. You know, like direct to TV type shit. It wasn't bad. It's just like, you notice there's, you know, because before that they were also watching Hotel Transylvania, some of the Hotel Transylvania movies, and those are all like really good as well. Like I think they're DreamWorks. The animation is also like really polished and nice and very good. But yeah. And then Pascal took the baby in the stroller to put her to sleep. He's the one that sacrificed himself to walk in the cold for like 30 minutes. And she just slept.
Is that what she likes, to go to sleep?
Yeah. All four of them we've walked like around the block for like a good 30 minutes to an hour to put them to sleep as babies.
Oh wow, okay.
That and the car will knock them right off, right out. So because like, you know, she doesn't really know us. The easiest thing for us is just to put her in the stroller and walk until she falls asleep, and then leave her to sleep in the stroller in her full like snow gear. Who gives a shit? At one point, after the older kids went to bed, you know, she was like, "Oh, they can stay up, but like not past 10." This one's got hockey in the morning. I'm like, of course she does. But yeah, after they went to bed and everything, and I'm just like on the couch watching stuff on my phone, just being like, stay awake, girl, stay the fuck awake. The baby started crying. And I just literally unzipped her coat, took it out of the stroller, and put her on my brother's bed. And she just kind of like starfished there and went back to sleep. And I was like, oh, thank God, Jesus, baby. Allah, every divinity in the sky. I did not wake this baby. And then I just kind of like made a cage with the pillows around her. And I lie down next to her. And the phone was going, but I wasn't watching. Like, what woke me up is them walking into the house. And I was just like, you know, like, I'm awake. But yeah, I did. They walked in at midnight, and I was like, that is way past my bedtime. Like, my bedtime is the same as the kids. Yeah, girl is old. But yeah, no, it was good. But it like, and then it just kind of like Saturday, I slept until 10, and it ruined. Well, not it ruined, but it's just kind of like when you're slightly off your routine, you're just kind of off all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was making lunch and I was like, why am I not hungry like I usually am? It's because you ate breakfast 2 hours ago because you got up at 10 instead of like 8 or 7. But yeah. But then the rest of the weekend was calm. And Sunday night, Pascal's sister was in town. She's visiting a friend. So we went out to eat. And because of the transit strike, they found a spot. Her friend has a car, but because of the transit strike, they found a spot that we could walk to from our place. And we went somewhere we've never tried before. It's called Eche. It's Peruvian food. And it's all fish and seafood. They have ceviches. They have like... it's mostly fish. And they had some meats, but it like half the menu is fish and seafood. I just had a platter, which was a bunch of fried food, fried shrimp, fried calamari, fried fish sticks, fried potatoes. And I had a pork tamale on the side. They have this classic dish. I don't know what it's called, but it's like potatoes in this creamy sauce with hard-boiled eggs. That Pascal had that was really, really good. But yeah, it was our first time going there, and it's like, it's sandwiched between other restaurants that we usually frequent. Well, they're all hole in the walls in our area, by the way. So we were like, how did we never notice this restaurant with a giant dolphin on it? Like, but like since Mexico, like Pascal is like fucking ceviche, absolutely. So he had the fish ceviche, and now we're like, okay. It was about $100 for the both of us, and we both had an appetizer and a big platter. For like seafood, that's actually quite affordable for Montreal. So now we have a place walking distance for ceviche. This is great information. And it's right next to the taco place we go for birria tacos. And they all do takeout.
Oh my gosh.
So, ceviche? Oh, yeah. There you go. You could have like a flavor of everything at once.
Exactly. And it was like literally just the husband and the wife taking care of the place. It was amazing. Yeah. So we found another little hidden gem in where we live, hole in the wall, affordable. So yeah, that was the weekend. A lot of just like recovering from a very easy night of babysitting. I'll be honest. It was never about the kids were not the issue. It was a me problem. I was exhausted and staying up till midnight, way past my bedtime, was the issue. But the next day we were rewarded with birthday cake. Because my sister-in-law baked her birthday cake and she made a Biscoff cake. 3
That's
layers.
what you had the picture of in the Discord channel. That looked so good.
Yeah.
Yes. It was so much sugar. Holy shit. But it was so good. Like it was like a spiced cake and then the like heavy Biscoff like buttercream. I was like, why is she baking her own birthday cake? And then I ate it and I was like, of course she needs to bake her own birthday.
Something my sister would do too, yeah.
Exactly. You know, she's just, it's my birthday. I want to have this, so I'm going to make it. And I was like, this. So yeah, that was my weekend. It was just very delicious.
I love that. Joelle, what were you up to this week?
I didn't do too much. Work has been also like really, really crazy for me. We had some layoffs at work and my workload like doubled. So I've just been trying to kind of tread water a little bit. So I didn't do too much. Had a plan to hang out with a friend on Saturday, and we were gonna go to this armored fighting event at a brewery.
Okay.
And so apparently, I just learned this like yesterday, but apparently there are groups that are armored fighters. So they dress
like
up
they put on like full
medieval full gear, and then they fight like MMA style with different medieval weapons, and then you get points for different hits and stuff like that, and then you know there's a team that wins. So there's a Twin Cities group called Twin Cities Werven, and they are that group, and they were fighting, I think, the group from Michigan. And I thought, well, this will be fun. And I didn't realize it was going to be outside. Oh, it didn't say on the flyer, and I didn't kind of know. And we were late, like getting to this event, and we got there, and the line was so long to get into the. It was crazy. It was like through this parking lot is fairly large. It's like probably about like 7 double rows deep parking lot. Like it's really big. Goodness. And the line was all the way through the parking lot.
Oh my God.
And then we got there, and I guess there were fights set up for inside the brewery and outside the brewery. But it was the first night. It was like 30 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. Like it was cold.
Below freezing.
It was below freezing. And we weren't, I wasn't ready. This was, I think, like the first like below freezing. And I'm like, I didn't even bring a coat because I was like, I don't know. And it was cold. And so we just decided to skip it and go somewhere else. But the other day, the algorithms must have heard me, because the other day YouTube was like, oh, you like medieval MMA fighting? Here is a YouTube like series where it is like legit a professional like WWE style.
Okay, please
MMA
put
fight.
links.
I'm gonna put it in the
doc.
Like, yes, it is, and it's so good. Like
I'm
it is everything
I've seen
that
these
you
videos.
imagine that it's going to be.
I've never seen this. I've done UFC I follow and WWE I follow, but like I haven't seen anything quite like this before. Outside of like BMX jousting from Jackass.
Yeah, I've had some of these clips grace my algorithm, and I share them at work saying, hey, For Honor 2 looks great. The graphics are lifelike.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, please share this in the doc.
It is impressive, and I am like, well, now I'm invested in this. And we watched the Longsword Pro fight, and then the channel is called Armored MMA.
Oh my god,
I love these guys. They're so good.
It is the
they must get really hurt.
Well, they have all the padding on, and during this one fight, a slight spoiler, this guy's like thumb comes off of his glove. He like whacks the thumb off the glove. Okay. And so they have to stop. They have to stop because
he doesn't have his gear on.
His squire, they have a squire comes out and reattaches his thumb onto his glove with tape. And it's like, that's gonna work. But yeah, and they the helmets and everything, and like they fight, like they're they're hitting each other with these swords, and like they punch each other and they kick each other, and like I was like, this is intense.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, definitely. Please share links. I need to know.
Yeah, so if you want to start investing in this sport, but I really hope that they do have like another event, and I hope that they can be more clear of like if it's inside or outside, or maybe have it like at a bigger arena or something. But I'm like, I would totally go watch this.
Nice.
So unfortunately we missed a live show, but YouTube graced me with a video, so I got to see it anyway.
Okay, cool.
So that was a new little discovery. And then I was able to bake some bread, which makes me happy. So I was finally able to kind of get I think I killed my starter accidentally. I had more starter. I had more good. Thank God. Like Hank, I just killed Hank version 11. I didn't mean to, but I think I put too hot water in there, and I boiled him accidentally.
No, but Hank version 10 is okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He was in the fridge for a long time, so it took him about a week to like wake up, and then I finally got him on a good cycle. So I baked some bread, and I was like, oh, this feels nice. And it was cool because my oven is gas, and so it's just a little different. And so just getting used to like, I think it gets hotter, and so just figuring out.
Where you moved. I forgot.
Yeah. So it's just like figuring out how to do all that. But it makes pretty good bread. So now we're in business. So.
Nice.
That's all I did.
All right. I think this is the beginning of the chaos that is the run up to Christmas. I don't know. This week has been a lot. On Thursday night, I went to the Pink Triangle Press's Pink Awards, which is essentially LGBTQS plus SIA. The acronym, I'm terrible with it.
The alphabet.
But yeah, the alphabet, exactly. And it was really cool because they were honoring 5 different members of the community. But the way that they do it is they honor that member, and then that member gives money and honors a charity.
Aww.
Yeah, so went to that. It was like a gala thing, which is really cool. Carol Pope. I don't know if you know who Carol Pope is. She was part of Rough Trade, the band, and sang the song High School Confidential. Catherine, do you remember High School Confidential at all from your days at Show'em?
I should
look it up. She's a legend. So she was she was honored, and then also she sang. But then the last person that was honored was a musician as well. I wasn't as familiar with, but the person to speak about them and introduce them was Sam Smith.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so that was really cool. Got to see Sam Smith chat a little bit. I was surprised he had come up from his show in, I think he's got a residency right now somewhere in New York. So that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my mom is in town. She was supposed to fly in Thursday night, but got stopped because the weather was so bad in Newfoundland from some storm. So she ended up making it in on Friday. And then Saturday went over to my sister's house and had a little girls' evening with my sister and my niece and my mom and my cousin. So that was fun. And then yesterday it started to snow, so stayed in, played lots of games. And lo and behold, I know I'd mentioned about watching YouTube videos. Hermit Craft has just started a new season 11. So if you're interested in watching probably the biggest community of Minecraft YouTubers and want to get into it and see the hijinks and things that they do and you know, stories that they construct between each other and all that kind of stuff, now is the time, because you get to really like get in on the ground level. And one of the things that was crazy too, just to spice up life, instead of starting on the normal overworld, they decided to start in the Nether. So they had to, at the very beginning kind of levels of the game, like all fight through and work together to get out of the Nether, which was pretty entertaining. So yeah, highly recommend if you're into Minecraft and you want to see some of the best Minecraft builders and redstone folks and all that kind of stuff. Like check out, you know, Mumbo Jumbo and Grian and Gemini Tay, who I think Gemini Tay is Newfoundlander too. So yeah, everybody needs to go and check that out. Minecraft is or Hermitcraft is so much fun. Yeah, and then went shopping today with my mom and my sister and my niece, and I'm going shopping again tomorrow, and then we're going to go see Sabrina Carpenter.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, it's a busy week. And then this kind of keeps going. Like I would imagine I'm thinking about one of the things I did over the weekend too when I was with my sister and my mom, because I was like, I need to pick the brains of the masters at this. Every year we have the annual iHeartRadio annual holiday bake-off. And this year I am going to compete. So I have to come up with something to make. So my mom and my sister were like, you just need to make squares. And my mom was like, I bought you a book of nothing but squares. Because that's the newfie thing, right? Is you have squares. And you bake them all and you put them in your freezer. And whenever company comes around, you take them out of the freezer, you know, the newfie squares. So anyways, I took my first pass at a set of newfie squares. I made Nanaimo bars.
Ooh.
And they turned out pretty good. Mike helped me. So yeah, that might be an option. I'm going to try some peanut butter squares. But like I literally have a book full of like 100 different recipes of squares. So
that's exciting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the beginning of it. And we're going to get into like all the holiday parties and events and stuff like that coming in the near future. So yeah, because we're midway through November's, ladies.
I can't believe it. I can't believe we're here.
We're here.
I'm still somewhere back in, I don't know.
March 2020?
Yeah, not here. Like, not here, man.
Not here. Not here.
It's been a crazy year. It has been a crazy year. Oh, woof.
True. And you know what that means? We're running up to the end of the Fantasy Critic. Yes. So we are so close to the end of the Fantasy Critic that in the podcast league, absolutely bubkiss happened this week. No points, no bids, no drops. It currently stands with Catherine in first, Joelle in second, and me in third.
I moved up.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I didn't realize I moved up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got so many points last week.
That's true. I had like 5 games come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then on the community league, obviously, more of us, more games. 3 came out over the course of the last week. So, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Oh my god, I can see how today's going. I've already stuttered 3 or 4 times. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Critic 79, points of 9 to our friend Phoenix. Football Manager 26, Critic of 71, points of 1, and that is on NJK's list. Europa Universalis V, I feel like that was put in there to trip me up, but I did it. Critic 83, points 13, that's on Darth Stridius' list. No bids, no drops. So the ranking is as follows. Jessica Starr remains in first. Darth Stridius jumped up, is now in second. Kat, you're in third. Then Pat, then myself. Ross, Margot, NJK, Albang, Stainsby, Kingsby, Snakefred, Phoenix, Simon, Joelle. Still staying there.
Yep.
No games released.
Nope.
No games at all.
Nope. Some of them are delayed more than once.
I know.
But what am I to do?
We're gonna get into that. Fantastic foreshadowing, Joelle. Fantastic. But first, we're gonna talk about the games everybody's playing this week. Catherine, Ghost of Yote?
Yeah. I haven't put in a lot of hours, so for now the Kitsune is still safe. For now. I got in the area. I learned my last weapon. Maybe I picked up a new thrown weapon because I love the thrown weapons. Like the kunai is this essentially like when you pick up weapons and you throw them. The kunai is like you have 5 of them. You can.
Are they the stars or are they the arrowhead blades with the little handles on them?
The arrowheads.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can.
Yeah.
So it's very, very satisfying. So I'm really happy that I have like all my stances, all my weapons. I can now spend the money to upgrade it all. I've also like been a bit of a hoarder. So every time I get something new and they're like, I get the kunai and I talk to the lady that gives you the kunai and she's like, oh, well, you want to upgrade. I had everything to upgrade, like the capacity to upgrade it to a certain point. I was just like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm good. Because I spend so much time doing all the side content that by the time I like get into a new area, they're like, yeah, that's going to cost you like 200 mon, lady. I'm like, I have 12,000 mon. What are you talking? And it's just
rolling in it.
Yeah.
And then the bounty guy just gave me 3 new bounties. Like, we're good.
Cash flow is not the issue.
Yeah.
No.
Nice.
But yeah, I have, and then I've unlocked a few extra like long-term side quests. Like I progress with the dueling tree and stuff like that. And there's I'm not gonna spoil that, but like definitely do the dueling tree and get to that point. The guy gets you some nice stuff. And yeah, and I've been doing every shrine I find, so I'm kind of like maxing all my weapon skill tree right now. And again, I have only killed 2 yotes so far.
Got 4 more.
Out of 6.
Cat is going to be OP.
Yeah. But I feel like I only have like 3 of them left because like one of them is the sons, like they're a pair. So I think you get like the Kitsune, then you get these 2 guys, and then you go to Lord Saito. Like if I read, like media literacy and look into the game I didn't look up the spoilers. I just
but like just the
the
information that the game hands you itself in the menus. Yeah,
exactly. So, so I'm still really enjoying the game. I just wish I could like. And I think that's going to be the struggle up until Christmas is just to have like the mental capacity to play this, like considering how tired and busy I've been. And also, like I mentioned last week, we started a new Elden Ring, the board game campaign with a friend. So that's going to take a few afternoons. But yeah, that's going to be fun. So probably going to roll with Ghost of Yote up until my holiday break. And then I'll pick another game, something from the backlog, most likely.
You've got so much choice with the PS5 there.
Yeah.
You should do Astrobot.
It's definitely top of list, yeah.
Okay.
Astrobot.
Yeah. Joelle, you playing anything?
No, unfortunately.
It happens.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm just in this like, I just don't have the energy to like kind of like, well, I think a lot of it has been my knee still really hurts, and this last week I was really trying to like get into the gym to like start moving it, and I just became super cranky because it just hurts so much, and like I think this just kind of put me down in the dumps, and I was like, I don't want to do anything because I'm in pain and now I'm cranky and and I move and I hurt and blah blah blah. So I really didn't do a lot of gaming, and I also am kind of torn if I should start my island over for Animal Crossing now or if I should wait. And I don't know. I've been trying to I've been going back and forth a little bit because a part of me is like, well, I could dip into that and just kill a few hours there, and then there's like a natural time of like you have to stop. So I was like, well, maybe I should do that, but I don't know. I just like overthink everything now. So I hopefully, like I said, work kind of lightens up a little bit, and then I get some of my energy back, and maybe not be so cranky. Then like I'll be able to play games. But like the thought of playing a game right now is just like the last thing I want to do, which is so weird.
I get that.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I'm playing a game for review, so more on that soon. Pokémon ZA still continuing. A new ranked season started, and that means they offer up a new Mega Evolve Stone for a different Pokemon. And the one from the last one was Greninja's, so that was like even easier to get. And then it was, I think it's Delphox is the one for this one, and that's like a fire dark and the coolest character illustration too. Love it. So got that like yesterday, and then they announced and gave a date on the DLC that they had announced even before the game had come out, and it's coming out December 10th. So I'm like, this is perfect. I can move on to other games and then come back, right? Because you're bit in the grind. And in this new DLC, they announced so much, including the fact that like there's obviously going to be more Mega Evolved Pokemon involved in it. There's going to be more Pokemon added because they're adding this dimension. It's called Hyperspace Lumiose. And essentially you like go into these like weird portals, and it like takes like a piece of the world, and there's like other different Pokemon in there. But they're like supercharged. Like in what's it called? Diablo, when you can like hit level 100, but then you hit like higher level than 100, but it's like it's kind of like that. So like max level with Pokemon is 100, and you're teaming up with like a character from a previous game plus the Pokemon Hoopa, who like can bake donuts that have like extra energy, and you get extra energy in the form of calories that are added, so like your Pokemon can go beyond level 100 in this special dimension. That's fun. So yeah, I'm really intrigued, and I think it's coming at a right time, because I had a feeling if we were gonna wait until Pokemon Day, so like February 27th, that would have been a really long time to wait for this DLC that they already told us about. But the fact that it's coming December 10th, I think is great, because it means it just gets like those that want this game for Christmas, like they're going to have DLC ready for them right away. So there's so much content. And for those of us that have been playing since November when it came out, was it November? October? When did it come out? How long have I been playing ZA?
You've been playing it
2 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah. So, I mean, that's enough time. That's like almost like 6 or so weeks after the game comes out. Yeah. I don't mind that.
No, that is a nice time frame it's like, okay, people are kind of probably wanting to get a little refresher, and it's the perfect time to release something over the holidays because everyone's going to be on break.
Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. So I'm excited. Yeah. Mega Stones. So the first, kind of ranked season that they've had Mega Greninja. So I didn't get the stone there because people found out that the second season was going to be even easier to get it, and I really wanted the Delphox one. And then the next season, which I guess is going to align up with this DLC releasing, is going to have Mega Chestnut. So yeah, just continuing my gotta catch them all. All right. This is a video game podcast, so let's play a podcast game about video games. And today, ladies, I am your game master, and we are about to play a rousing game of Name That Non-Playable Character. Oh! Name That NPC.
Name That NPC, baby.
Okay.
So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6, okay? So I'm going to give you guys hints. They're going to go from hard to medium to easy. By easy, you guys should get them, okay? So I'll give you the hint. You talk it out. So the very first one says, a small business owner who single-handedly drives the island economy.
Is that Tom Nook?
Good job. It is Tom Nook. The medium question, to give you kind of idea of how easy these gets. The medium one is, he gives you a house, but also crippling debt.
God. The U.S. government.
Yeah. A tanuki in a sweater vest who smiles while you owe him bells.
He is a tanuki, isn't he?
Yeah. He is a tanuki.
I was today years old.
All right. Number 2. She started as a copy of a human mind.
What's the Portal? Isn't there is Portal? That be
Gladys
something?
from Portal?
It's not Gladys.
Oh, okay. As a copy of the human mind. As a copy.
The girl from Halo. The AI from Halo.
Oh, yeah. I don't know her name, though.
I forgot it. Shit.
You're so close. Come on, Kat.
They changed the AI from her name to Copilot. Now all I can think about is fucking Copilot.
Yes, I know. I was like, Siri.
Why did they do that? I would have had much more fun at work saying I used Cortana instead of Copilot.
That's right, Cortana.
You were so close. You were so close. So the medium one was she lives in an armored helmet and gives tactical advice. The easy one was the AI companion of Master Chief.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. The hard one. Obsessed with fairies and maps.
Link?
No.
Oh.
No, it's an NPC.
He's playable character.
Yeah.
Dirt.
I guess it depends on the game. No, that's not true. Even in the one with Zelda, you ended up playing as
Yeah. Very adjacent.
Very adjacent.
No, non-playable character. Fairies and maps. And you said she? No.
No. There's
Did
no
you have a
gender on
gender?
this one.
Did you have a gender? With fairies and maps.
If you want the medium hint, let me know.
What's a fairy heavy, like,
Besides Legend of Zelda?
yeah.
I am drawing a blank.
Is Fable? Is there anything in Fable?
I didn't play
Fairies and
Fable.
Oh, I only played one, but it was a long time ago. I don't know.
Do you want another hint?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Remember, you got more hints. There's 3 here. The medium hint is, wears a green bodysuit and floats with balloons.
Oh, it is from Legend of Zelda, but what's his name? That fucking creep. Ugh.
I almost said something. Yeah, with the mustache. Oh no. I can see him.
Name.
I can see him. Not
Oh.
I want to say like Twinkie. That's not it.
No, but it's something
You're
like
close.
that.
It is.
You're really close.
Yeah,
it's
Tinkle.
Tinkle.
Yeah,
His name
that's
is
right.
Tinkle.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah.
His easy hint was the eccentric middle-aged man who wants to be a fairy.
Yes.
That's Tinkle for you.
Okay. How do I was like, what other game? I'm like, the only thing I can think of is a Zelda game. Who's fairies? Right.
All right, number 4. Hard hint. Her name is an acronym.
Gladys.
You got it.
Hey!
It's Gladys. Medium
job.
was delivers cake-related lies.
Oh, yeah, that would have been.
And easy is sarcastic AI antagonist who loves test chambers. Glad OS. All right, second to last one. The hard hint. They often act as postmasters or save points.
Coupos.
You're right.
Oh, wow.
Well, hold on now. Are they called Coupos in... That's what they say. Is that what they're called?
They're Moogles.
Their names?
They're Moogles.
They're Moogles.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're actually they're called Moogles. But
yeah.
Thank
But they
God
say
for
Coupo!
Final Fantasy 16 for reminding me they exist.
Yeah. The medium hint was small white creatures with bat wings, and then easy known for saying Coupo. All right, the last one. The hard hint. Obsessed with machines and domination.
Obsessed with machines. Obsessed with machines and domination. I feel like it's like a really like goofy, like a really goofy character who's like who's like, I love, I must have all the machines and parts and la la la.
You got it.
Yay!
that one, Joanne.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute. I bet this one's really goofy.
The medium hint has an IQ of 300, but can't seem to catch one blue hedgehog, though the hedgehog would have given away.
Yeah.
Easy, the mustachioed med scientist from the Sonic series.
Yeah.
That was name that non-playable character.
That was
the worst name of a game ever, but you did it!
Yay!
All right. I think it's time to get in news of the week, and we will do that right after this break. And we're back in the running joke this year when we were doing the fantasy critic, and why a lot of us didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, was that no one believed GTA 6 was actually going to come out this year. And lo and behold, it got moved. But it sounds like more action has happened. Catherine, do you want to bring us through it?
Yeah. So I have a Take-Two heavy kind of like news segment here. But Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games have announced the decision to delay Grand Theft Auto 6 from May 26, 2026. From May 26, 2026, holy shit, to November 19th, 2026. So they're already like pushing that shit. The 7th-month delay was announced as part of Take-Two's quarterly financial earnings. The company stated that this change is giving the team some additional time to finish the game with the high level of polish players expect and deserve. Rockstar has our full support, of course, and we are confident they will deliver an unrivaled blockbuster experience. So basically, I think that was a quote from the Take-Two CEO, or it's just a quote from that quarterly earning. But the question was like, is it getting delayed because of the recent layoffs they had? Because
did the layoffs come before or after the delay?
Before.
Oh, I didn't even know they had layoffs.
Oh, yeah. So it turns out, they fired people. I think it's straight up fired. But essentially they fired union workers, exclusively union workers. So, in a follow-up story, also by game developer, Rockstar claims its former employees had been distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum, but the UK union claims the studio is simply deflecting from the truth.
Oh,
yeah. So 30 people have been
That's
ousted.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's not like a leak. I'm sorry. Have been ousted by Take-Two Interactive subsidiary Rockstar for attempting to improve their working condition by joining a union. And Rockstar, by the way, is known for having some of the worst crunch and the worst labor conditions. They use the luster of working on Grand Theft Auto in their games.
Yeah.
So, a Rockstar spokesperson told Bloomberg, "We took action against a small number of individuals who were found to be distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum, a violation of our company policies. This was no way related to people's right to join a union or engage in union activities." I mean, were 30 of them in a public forum to organize? Maybe. And one of the union spokespersons said Rockstar is attempting to deflect from the truth and remains afraid of hardworking staff privately discussing and exercising their rights for a fairer workplace and a collective voice. Management are showing they don't care about delays to GTA 6 and that they're prioritizing union busting by targeting the very people who make the game. In recent years, Rockstar executives have benefited from £443 million in tax relief while showing total disregard for the law or the livelihood of their staff. At every turn, they've chosen profits over both workers and fans of their game. So yeah, there's a bit more information in the thing and the article, but that's the gist of it. So basically a 7-month delay for polish, yet they fired 30 people that apparently broke company policy, but they're trying to organize.
Do they know for sure that that's what they were talking about? Or did they say that? Or are people just filling in the blanks?
Even if they would to find out that people are organizing, it's illegal to stop it.
Right, but they're claiming that they were discussing stuff in a public forum.
Private company information, yeah. But that's loosey-goosey. Like,
yeah, that could be absolutely anything.
If I'm like, on Discord, let's say, in a group chat with a bunch of Ubisoft people, and we're discussing, like, comparing, like, let's say, discussing HR policies, like reading our labor contracts and discussing it, and maybe exchanging, like, you're on this pay scale, how much are you making versus me who's on this pay scale? Like, is that considered leaking company information, or that's just discussing your job condition
with people who are also in the company, so
exactly.
not people outside, but on Discord where it's not exactly secure.
Exactly. Like, for example,
and we're just using this as an example. We
exactly.
Don't know exactly what happened. Yeah.
So, 30 people in a public forum, were they organizing? Were they discussing, like, labor conditions? Were they discussing the details of their employment contracts? Like, are these, like, considered company secrets? And again, like, this is in the UK, so your mileage may vary as to what is protected, what is considered, company policy. Like, if it were like these 30 people leaked the build that was on Reddit, yeah, go on and say that. But, like, these kind of leaks, 30 people for that big of a, and
maybe they legally can't say what they did.
Can they afford to lose 30 people for a leak?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's, like, I don't know. I think it
seems like a lot.
Like, and every one of these leakers were organized. I think they're using the union organizing, as an excuse for them to say they were sharing company secrets. Because sometimes, like, companies are very, very strict about what employees can and cannot discuss. And then the government has to come in, like, some of this shit is just people talking about their life. And you can't stop people from saying that's their, like, salary, let's say. But yeah, especially if it's internal, maybe they were discussing with organizers from the exterior, because like, there's the UK union IWGB. Maybe they were approaching these external organizers, talking to lawyers. I don't know. Like, maybe in these 30 people there was the asshole that leaked the build that ended up on Reddit. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's just
fishy. It's all at the same time.
Yeah.
We've seen the news coming out of Amazon. Like, we've seen a lot of union busting with, like, Walmart and Amazon and other large companies out of, like, America and Europe and Canada. Like, we're used to this rodeo. Like,
yeah, but every time I hear this, because of remember the tale about, was it Crafton earlier in the year with Subnautica 2 and the back and forth with all that, and how everybody was floored one way and then floored the other way and then floored back again because the story kept, like, evolving so much.
Yeah.
And of course like, when we first heard about it, we only heard part of the scenario, and now, like, are we hearing part of the scenario? Are we reading between the lines in the right way? Who knows, right? But, like, it's just, it seems fishy that they lost 30 people because they straight up fired them, and then versus not laid off but fired. Because if we were laid off, I think we'd have and it was like Rockstar, like, and they haven't got GTA 6 out yet, I would be like, that's real questionable.
Yeah. And, like, for the Crafton story, it's like some rich assholes, like, getting in a tiff with other rich assholes about bonuses, right? This is just 30 people that were working on the game.
Yeah.
Because a union like this, it can't be management. It can't be middle management.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, like, just, like, fucking everyday people. So that's why I'm like, like, the Crafton story is like, oh yeah, like, let's get the tea. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's back. This just sounds unfair.
It sounds fishy.
It sounds fishy.
Yes, it sounds fishy.
And the extra 7-month delay, it's not going to account for the fact that you fired 30 people on top of, like, trying to get into, like, the next holiday season.
That game is going to make bank as soon as it releases. No matter when it comes out. It came out on Christmas Day. It would make bank. Yeah. So, yeah, and
they're still making bank with Grand Theft Auto 5, and we're not even discussing Red Dead Redemption here. We're just talking about Grand Theft Auto as an IP.
True.
Like, you're fine. Rockstar,
Yep.
you're fine. And possibly like a union in one of your studios would barely make a dent in your finances. Barely.
I know, but the message that it sends though is not like tolerable.
It's not great. No.
Well,
that's why, right? Because like it's not. It's about the messaging, right? It's about the optics of it, and then once you kind of unroll that carpet, like how do you kind of keep it?
Yeah, I think this comes back to like when we do this podcast and like I kind of talk about game dev as a job and I say it's a corporate job.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of that.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, it's just like working corporate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's AI. Can that be like the word of the year? I feel
Maybe
like, isn't
AI.
there one, there's, like I just feel like that's the word, like NFTs were the word of the year one year. I feel like AI is the year of the word that the word of the year this year, because like
NFTs were gonna change and revolutionize, and this is different, but like
Rockstar is owned by Take-Two, right? And having people talk about AI is always iffy, especially right after you let go of 30 people.
And honestly, like this is the take. I'll say it's a good take when it comes to AI coming from a CEO. And that's why I'm just like, what? Because Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said that AI was not an excuse to reduce headcount.
Oh, good. So,
and I'm like, that's a win. But after what happened at Rockstar, it's just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
But during the earning calls, there was a Q&A portion, and he was questioned about his recent comments regarding generative AI in game development. And basically, the person asked whether Take-Two had any success in implementing AI into the non-creative parts of development, such as quality control and artwork. And he restated that what I said was that AI is based on backward-looking data sets, needing computes, needing LLMs, and none of that replaced forward-looking genius. He said, and he said that's not an opinion, that's factual. I defy anyone to controvert those facts. He continues. Of course, technology drives a lot of what we do here. Creativity is our lifeblood, but how do we express our creativity? We do it with computers, with technical tools. We always have. So as tool sets improve, we can become more efficient. We can become more creative. And our creative people, therefore, are free to be more creative. So AI, depending on how you define it and properly deployed, of course, is positive for creativity and therefore is, of course, positive for game creation. He said, we're not using this as an excuse to, or frankly, seeing it as the opportunity to reduce headcount. We are seeing this as an opportunity to take our very talented people and release them from mundane tasks so they can do more creative and more interesting tasks, and we can work better as an organization. But if you said, can you cut cost profile by 5% tomorrow by using all things AI? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than I anticipated.
I was like, all right, Mr. Union Buster. And last quote from him where I was like, louder for the people in the back. AI is a great thing. It's a great thing for every industry. Will it create a genius? No. Will it create hits? No. It's a bunch of data with a bunch of computers with a language model attached.
It's true.
Essentially, he said it's a tool like anything else.
It's a tool like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like a ruler. It's a tool.
And right now it's a very young tool. Like it's
so bad, honestly. Like I don't know about you and your workflow and stuff like that. Like, but for me, like, like the AI that is integrated in Photoshop and in Figma, both have been absolutely useless. The only thing I like is that in Figma, like I was doing a grid, so I was pulling down and it was adding more entries, and I had stuff numbered. Like let's say you're making like. Game UI, you make a scoreboard, right? And it goes like 1, 2, 3, or a leaderboard or something or whatever. And I just had numbered shit. I hadn't put like any information. I just had placeholder, and I was like, this is entry number 1. This is entry number. And I had 3 of them, and I scrolled down to add more, and it went like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I was like, oh my God, thank you.
Like in Excel?
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, but like
Excel
you don't do that
Figma.
in Figma. No, Figma and Photoshop don't do that naturally.
Right.
Exactly.
That was just really
Excel
funny.
does it.
Like
But
Excel.
The thing is, I was
Still
like,
the top program.
yeah. And at one point, like, I remember recreating, like grabbing one of my old mock-ups for when I redesigned the multiplayer section in For Honor, because we wanted to use it, like, like somebody was like, oh, do you have a screenshot of this? I was like, I have the mock-up. I can like fake it for you. They were like, cool. So, they were like sending me, they wanted for me to fake the list with like some game modes, and they just sent me a list of game modes. I was like, cool. So I was putting the name of the game modes, and then I was like, oh, I'm out of entries. I'm going to add more buttons. And Figma tried to like name some For Honor game modes for me. Because, we got
gave you some
like,
really good stuff.
We got shit like Dominion, Tribute, Deathmatch, Skirmish, and, like the seasonal game modes are like, Last Hero Standing, Bound for Blood. And it was just like, and I had mixed in like some stuff, and it was like literally just like something for somebody's presentation that would never get in game. They just wanted like a screenshot with a bunch of actual game mode names. And he was like, just grab whatever and put it in there, send it back to me. I was like, cool. And Figma started to name game modes, and I was like, wow, should I send these to narrative so they can laugh? I forget what some of them was, but it was just like, at one point they got military really quick. Because I think they saw like Bound for Blood and, Last Hero Standing and stuff like that. And, whatever they used to train these models, whatever data set they stole, probably because this is like Figma, right? So they're not tapped into like Ubisoft's internal information. We're supposed to be like walled off, but like, they probably stuff on this script from Reddit. So it was actually getting more like, like Last Hero Standing, Bound for Blood, Pride and Glory, for the pride of the nation. I was like, whoa. Listen, there's war in Heathmore, but let's calm it down.
Yeah, I'm tinkering around with it myself to see what it can do, but mostly it's like to go grab data and analyze data.
Yeah.
Not to do anything like freaking sometimes, because like you'll get stuck in your head, and I'm just like bad at coming up with words. Like Catherine is the one I'm like, she's Catherine Wordsmith Napier. I've been saying that for years. I am not the writer, right? So yeah, sometimes I use it to come up with fun words, names, stuff like that. But of course, like I've mentioned, I've used it on the podcast. Helped me today building the game, right? So I don't have to do tons of research. But yeah, I mean, like I haven't really done anything with like the image stuff or anything, or like cutting out the backgrounds or doing any of that stuff. Or extending the backgrounds. That's where I've seen weird stuff happen.
Yeah. Like I'll say that, like for AI models, if I never have to cut something out of an image, like cut a background from an image ever again, I am 100% on board. 100%. But the generated images, like you can tell they're AI. The generated video, like my friend shared a video with me. I'm like, this is clearly Gen AI. Yeah. She's like,
have you seen that Sora app?
A bit, yeah.
Some of it's showing up on TikTok now. I haven't downloaded it, but it's kind of crazy what it's able to do.
It is crazy. It is getting harder and harder, because there's been some I've watched. I'm just like, wait a minute.
And then the Sora logo comes up like 10 seconds in, because you're like self-doubting yourself, and then you see the Sora logo and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also low-key like, I don't like that I have to sit and look and then question and then spend energy like thinking about this. I'm just like,
there's
frustrated.
in the music biz, there's a lot of stuff going on around AI right now, and especially like AI is a tool to use it to like maybe make a drum loop or do something like that, or put effects on something or whatever. But there are AI artists out there now. There's one called Xania Monet, who there's a lady who writes for her, but her voice and her image and all the musicality behind it, like the lady writes her music, but she invented her. And like
So she
on
feeds her
TikTok.
own LLM?
And yeah, and like it's on music's on Spotify. There's another band that was like starting to like go up really, totally all fake. Another YouTuber, a YouTube video that anyone who's interested about even like how to like figure out if something is AI when you're not sure yourself, especially on the music front. And some of the practices that he talks about is good. I've talked about Mike the Snare before. He has a video that came out, the most recent one 3 days ago. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's talking about the subtle cues that give away AI music, just so that you could know. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you kind of like, if I know if someone's clear that they used AI in something, then that's fine. But it's like when you're not told and then it's just thrown at you. Yeah. But yeah, like the little things that like he said to figure it out. And like there are like Deezer, he talks to somebody from Deezer in this. They have computers that can kind of tell if certain things are AI and they will block it or mark it or whatever. But yeah, like little things, like say there's an artist that you're interested in, they've got like 50 songs out, and then you go and look up and find nothing about them online.
Yeah.
No history, no anything. Or the lyrics are borderline questionable, or the voice just sounds a little odd. And like, to really understand what I mean by that, I highly suggest you go watch this video, because you'll be like, oh, I get it. But yeah, it's kind of crazy too, because now everything I have to sit there and be like, is that AI? Like those bunny rabbits jumping on the trampoline with the night vision camera. AI.
Oh, my friend sent me a video of a baby with a bunch of kittens, and the baby was going bang, and the kittens were like jumping and running away. And I told my friend, I'm like, that's clearly AI. She's like, really? I can't tell. I'm like, how is it logical that a baby this age understand that it can go bang, and the kittens who are clearly like naughty kittens.
Yeah, but your logic brain isn't turned on when you're watching these and just scrolling through. No, your logic brain is out to lunch, and so that's why it gets you. And again, that's why I get frustrated, because I'm like, I don't want my logic brain turned on now. That's why I turn it off.
You're on social for the lizard brain.
Yeah, for the lizard brain, not the human evolved brain.
I know,
or my alligator brain, and that's just that's why it becomes so dangerous, right? Is because this idea gets in your head, and you're not using your logic brain.
It's crazy if you go to Winners, and you go, because I think I had a friend who bought something at Winners that you could totally tell the art was AI, because on one side it was like something with like numbers on it, and on one side the number was 24, on the other side it was only 4. Like it's you could totally tell that shit's AI.
It's just,
you just take a hard look at it.
I don't use it in my job because my company has an AI, and it's terrible.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on the company.
I'm like, this is bad. I'm like, I don't want to use this. And then we can't use AI. Like, we can't use, like, pilots.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, well, cool. Glad I'm not learning new skills, like, for my job in 5 years, apparently. But I also think, though, it is helpful. I use it more so in, like, my personal life. Like, I'll just be like, help me do this. Or I'm thinking about this. Or I just want to do this. Or like if I'm doing writing, I do really well if I can visualize a character. And so sometimes I'll be like, okay, like just do an image of this person that looks like this, that's doing this. And then it gives me an image and I'm like, all right, I'll use that as a reference, like not as like the art, but just as something for me to be like, oh yeah, this is what I am talking about. And then I can like keep going. I've used it too for sometimes I'm like, I just want to learn more about this. Like, where should I start? And it points me in the right direction. So, like, it's not. I also just feel like I don't know.
It's a good
aggregator. It comes and goes.
It's a good aggregator.
Yeah.
But it's a starting point. Yeah, I find in a lot of cases. But it's a jumping off point.
Yeah, it has to start from a quality data set, and that's the problem.
Yes. Like that's the problem.
At work, they had an R&D thing that they call DocGPT, which is essentially a ChatGPT, but for all of our Confluence database. Oh. And I was like, you actually fix Confluence search, because if you use Confluence, you know how bad search is.
Yes. And search is hard.
And I was just
search
like,
search is hard.
And I asked DocGPT, and it's supposed to aggregate all Confluences from like all the archives from whenever Ubisoft started using Confluence. Wow. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask it something about Anvil that's been like fucking causing me issues. And I was like, hey, Dr. GPT, how do I do this in Anvil? And it was like, you can do this, and send me sources. And it fixed my problem. And I was like 3 Confluence deeps and old versions of like, you know, like
impressive.
And it was looking at the history of pages. And because I'm on an older branch, because I'm on an old ass game, it found it in some update of some page in the old Anvil Confluence. And I was like, oh, it worked. It fucking worked. But this is very hyper specialized, hyper precise. This is just for work.
But it would have taken you hours, days, or even you wouldn't even know where to look. This is this is the exact use case for it.
Or talk to somebody that's been at like Ubisoft for like decades. That's like, which branch are you on? Oh yeah, you go in this sub menu, 3 menus deep. It'll fix your shit. Or
what sent you down a rabbit hole?
Yes, because even the engine team was like, that's very specific. Because they upkeep the shit, but they don't use the shit. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like a person that works on versus person that uses the tool. And, you know, like internally, like I use an internal UI tool. So because of that, like we get asked about features and new features and, you know, things like that. Because if you don't talk to the people that use it. So sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck? So that thing was actually useful. But this is like, this is what I like about AI. And we're using AI as in like Gen AI or artificial. This is all algorithm, right? This is all like search functions. It's all algorithm. It's all like, a lot of it is automation also. You know, like searching for the data set, aggregating, analyzing, and, you know, spitting out a TLDR. Like it's several layers of algorithms. It's stuff that's been around. I think it's just now it's kind of like packaged better. But it's also like, I think for it to work, it needs quality curated data. And I think, unfortunately, what we have, like in terms of like Midjourney and ChatGPT, whatever, they stole so much and they didn't curate that. And now they have to like, they might have to remove quality sources because like people like the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal was like, you either you pay or you take us out. And you see the quality take a hit in the LLM when they don't have access to stuff that was carefully made by humans.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it all needs to be double checked and everything too, right? So like you use it as a starting point, and then I wouldn't use it as the be all end all.
No.
I've come to a point, and I think that's the rabbit hole, or I guess the catch-22. Like in a job like mine, draftsmanship is one of the best skill you can develop. Which
draftsmanship? Can you please explain?
Yes, draftsmanship is basically just getting, in terms of like design, just sketching ideas and getting as many ideas and iterating as many ideas quickly. Before you go into polish work. And a lot of people just want to jump into the nice mock-ups, the finished illustration, or, you know, like they want to go too fast over the sketching part, and then they'll skip over straight up the prototyping part. But getting like draftsmanship, like, you know, like if you're a concept artist, that's making your thumbnails. If you're a designer, those are like basic wireframes, like really like pen and paper. I do them pen and paper. Just like, you know, square for an image here, a few lines for text there, another smaller square for a button, you know, things like that. Is just like getting these sketches done quickly, because your brain thinks faster than an AI can generate things. And then you have to stop yourself to tell them the AI, no, that's not what I wanted. Or that's, you know, when you can just get it on paper. And what makes a senior basically is like, people are like, why am I paying so much money for this designer to do a week's worth to do like what I want them to do within a week? It's because it takes 10 years for you to get good enough to do it within a week, because a junior will do it within a month. An intermediate will like do it in 2 weeks. I can bang it out in a week. I've been doing this 15 years. That draftsmanship comes with practice. And I'm afraid that AI is going to rob a lot of young creatives out of that ability to just kind of like throw shit at the wall. and then curate which one the ideas are good and which one they build upon. I don't know if AI could be a good one to help expand on the ideas you've had. That could probably help. I know a lot of people use it for emails, correction, grammar, all that jazz, like how we used Antidote and autocorrect and stuff like that. Like, I think there's good uses for AI. I just think, you should be writing your essays. You should be sketching. You should be building your own designs and stuff like that. But you should be working on that draftsmanship. You should be working on you just putting ideas quickly on paper. If it's just writing a list before you even open any kind of browser window that has either ChatGPT or, just make a list in a Google Doc, in a OneNote, in a notepad, open fucking notepad. I don't care, but and then from these ideas, do I start sketching screens or whatever? I think this is the biggest lesson. Because when I do mentorship, I'm like, you got to work on your draftsmanship. That's what I always tell them. You're spending too much time on these polished designs that are getting rejected.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a bank of ideas to fall back on. Or you don't have enough ideas to back your good idea because you don't, if they're like, what about this? Oh, I tried it. It had, because of this. And, but you wanted this and we have to compromise on this. And you have if you don't, then if you get rejected or you get, God forbid, challenged, then you're just I guess, or you don't have the arguments and the receipts to say no, or I've tried it doesn't work, or I've tried it, look at it. Do you think it's really better? Should I build on this? Yes or no? Because what you did is you had one good idea and then you polished it right away. Or you let ChatGPT do the sloppy work for you and then you come back to it and none of it works. That's my biggest, big rant on AI. As a tool.
You're in it day in, day out, and you see the pros and the cons of it. And, it's definitely not going to take away. It's not nearly sophisticated enough to take away the key steps in the creative process.
The day humans stop creating is the day AI stops creating as well.
True.
Yeah, it deteriorates so fast when it just iterates on itself. It's crazy.
It becomes old news. All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up our show this week. As always, check out the show notes on girlsongames.ca for links to all the stories mentioned in this episode, plus some extra fun things in there too. If you have the power to rate and review this podcast where you're consuming it, that would be much appreciated. Why it helps with discovery by pushing us up in the rankings. And any comments you leave help us build our show. This is also the moment where I ask the crew to shout out their social media handles so you can follow them anywhere and everywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you and talk more design and UI stuff?
Yeah, I am CSDSBIANS on Blue Sky, Twitter, Thread, Instagram, Discord. Always in the Girls on Games Discord. Check out my social. I posted a really cute photo of my cat today.
Yes, you did. Really cute. Joelle, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at Joelle Lauren 87. On Blue Sky at Joelle Lauren, but always hanging out on the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hi.
And I am Leah Jew on most social media platforms. But of course, you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on X and Facebook. Just Girls on Games, no thought in there, on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. Discord.me/Girls on Games to continue this conversation and more. But of course, if you ever need to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Joelle. It's been another lovely week of video games. And I'm off to play more Pokemon. Until next week, bye.
Bye.
Bye.